We were listening also to the defense minister of Ukraine, and actually it was quite painful to hear all the promises that they have been given. And he was referring to, Ukraine had nuclear weapons, and they were persuaded that give up your nuclear weapons, destroy your nuclear weapons, and we will provide you security guarantees so that Russia would never attack you again. And so they did, because they believed in the United States who gave these kind of promises. So he was explaining in a very painful way that, what are the security guarantees that we can really believe in? And I think, what we need to answer is that, the security guarantee that is the strongest and that really works is a NATO membership. And it's actually also the cheapest security guarantee, because it really deters Russia. Now, when it comes to, that this is off the table, that it was said, then we need to answer the questions that what do we really mean? And every 27 countries or whoever is supporting Ukraine needs to answer that question. If you say we give you security guarantees, what do you mean? Are you willing to send your troops on the ground? Are you willing to provide, capabilities and ammunition? And if so, then in what amount, so that it would actually deter or any future wars and conflicts? So, these are the questions that need to be answered by all the supporters or security guarantee givers.
I spoke to one of the European leaders after J.D. Vance's address, who basically reminded me that even back in 2014, when there were meant to be, patrollers of the Minsk process, Russia completely refused to have any. At that time, even OSCE, which it was a member of. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that Vladimir Putin is ready to have some kind of, the kind of peace deal, ceasefire deal that I've covered all my career, that involves, peacekeepers, that involves all sorts of steps? Does he still want a viable, independent Ukraine?
No. He has been very clear in his goals. Ukraine doesn't exist, and they want to take over the whole of it. They also want to rewrite the security architecture of Europe. So these are all the things that they haven't stepped back from. So, of course, the promises that they have given under Minsk agreements, they haven't kept the promises. They haven't kept their side of the agreement. So my question is, what makes us believe that they do this time? They only do it if they are under pressure, or if they are afraid of something. And that's why we really need to be strong. This is the only thing that they understand.
And just to follow up, you were you seemed in your public comments pretty distressed over the last few days. You said it could be, any quick fix could be a dirty deal. You talked about appeasement. And obviously all the focus is now from the United States, from the head of NATO, I just had him on the air, that Europe has to stand up. There is no option. Do you believe Europe can? What have you been talking to your colleagues about?
These are two different things. Everybody around the European table, every European country by now understands that we need to do more for our defense. We need to do more for Ukraine. We have done a lot in terms of supporting Ukraine. We are the biggest supporters of Ukraine. We have provided like 134 billion euros, whereas US share is actually smaller. But in terms of our own defense, we need to do more, because we have been in allies with the US, and they have been saying this, and I think it's a valid point. We need to do more. But the other topic on the side is the war that is going on right now, and whether you are offering to the aggressor everything he wants and something on top of it as well. If you do so, then it would invite all the aggressors or would-be aggressors in the world. Okay, that works. I will also go for my neighbors' territories, and that is actually detrimental to the world security.